that beauty. If I had to do it all over again, I would make owning a plane a much bigger priority.
Yeah, and you would have made dying a much bigger priority.
Where's your sense of adventure, Trούντi?
Not up there. I do my venturing by boat. Paris, maybe.
Sure is warm today.
I'll get us some cool lemonades then.
It'll need a kick.
Brought your flask.
I'm gonna find someplace quiet to watch the planes.
I'll bet you missed the baby contest.
Precisely.
Now, what's to say here about you not liking babies?
It has nothing to do with not liking babies and everything to do with really liking planes.
Might join you then if you don't mind. I love a spot of bird watching.
Suit yourself.
Nice bike.
Thanks. You ride?
I prefer being up there than down here.
You fly.
Did. Once upon a time. Royal Flying Corps.
So you're one of those dangerous flyboy types.
Ladies, learn how to raise better babies. The future of the nation begins with a healthy family. Make sure you do your part.
Dogfights are nothing like that. They make it look so simple.
It's always different when you're getting fired at.
Are you speaking from personal experience?
Girl can have her secrets.
So which one do you like?
I like them all.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Philip Anderson.
Man of the hour. Philip Anderson.
The aviator?
Visionary, philanthropist, all-round golden boy.
Sounds like you know him.
Our paths have crossed.
If you'd asked me when I was with the Royal Flying Corps, if we'd be on the cusp of a new age in a few short years, I would have said no. But just look at the excitement that this new technology is generating. My aerodrome is just the beginning. Take my word for it. Man is about to take off and soar above the clouds.
He is quite the crowd pleaser.
That's very forward.
A girl can admire the pilot as well as the planes.
Well, admire all you like. He only has eyes for his wife.
Perfect man with a perfect wife.
Perhaps I can take you on a thrill ride sometime.
Well, now who's being forward?
Think about it.
I'll mull it over.
And now, Mr. Anderson will announce the winner of the Better Babies of Leaside contest.
Well, it was so difficult to choose a winner from all these lovely, healthy babies, not a blemish on one, but I had to. So, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this year's Better Babies of Leaside contest.
The baby's gone! Charlie! You're okay.
Charlie!
Here.
I can't believe you pulled that off.
Oh, me neither.
I thought I was going to take you for a thrill ride.
Good Lord, that was some feat. Who are you?
Frankie Drake. Private detective.
Miss Drake, I don't believe we've been properly introduced. Greg Mills, Mr. Anderson's mechanic.
Nice to meet you.
Trούντi Clark.
Mechanic, you say? I don't suppose you could...
Your bike? Yes, I will fix her up for you on the house.
I'm sure he will be in very good hands.
Oh, Mrs. Drake.
It's Miss.
Well, I stand corrected. Anyway, I would like to commend you to your employer.
Oh, commendation accepted.
Drake Private Detectives.
Mr. Anderson, I don't want to alarm you or your wife, but we suspect that the kidnapper is going to strike again.
And that's why I've spoken personally with the chief of police. A constable will be on 24-hour duty here at the house, and every available man will soon be searching for the culprit.
Well, you have 2 available women right here.
And Frankie's the only person to get a first-hand look at the kidnapper.
Philip, perhaps it would be a good idea to hire Miss Drake.
I appreciate the offer, Mira, but kidnapping is serious business best left to the police.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
I think he meant to say best left to the men.
Mrs. Anderson, if you need anything, even the smallest thing, please call.
Thank you.
You should have seen it, gals. Frankie jumps off the motorcycle, clocks the kidnapper in the chops, hops onto a moving plane, stops it, and saves the baby.
That is so amazing. The most exciting thing I did today was visit a dance hall to encourage good moral effect.
I got to take scrapings from one of the nails of a John Doe.
Well, the kicker of the story is they didn't even hire us.
What? That doesn't make any sense. Wait a minute, yes it does.
Kidnapping case. That would have really been something. I mean, obviously not a good thing for the baby being kidnapped.
Do you think they'll try again?
Maybe, but we did warn the Andersons.
I wish I had been there to see all the action.
Well, on the plus side, you missed the Better Babies contests.
I hate those things. Weighing kids like they're turnips.
Do people really need to think their child is better than someone else's?
It's more than that. It's about making supposedly better people by only passing on desirable traits.
I call that selective breeding in livestock.
You know, my friend Liza was born with a club foot, but she is the smartest and most courageous person I know. What would have become of her if they practiced this?
What did Frankie think of it all?
She thought it was horrible.
Where is Frankie anyway?
Yeah, it's not like her to miss a good meal.
I think Moses might be back in town.
So you think you can just come into town and throw me off my game?
I don't think anything can throw you off your game.
It's usually brains over brawn when it comes to getting the better of a man.
I'm done for then. You're very good at avoiding answers.
Pride myself on it.
Nice, very nice. You're improving. I have to admit.
My teacher claims he's the best.
I know it's late. I can come back tomorrow.
It's fine. Please, come in. We were just sparring. This is Moses Page, my boxing instructor. Moses, this is Mrs. Mira Anderson.
Ma'am. Pleasure to meet you. See you later, Frankie.
I suspected you were out of the ordinary.
How can I help?
I will do anything to protect my son. I want to hire you to find the kidnapper. My husband doesn't know I'm here.
A lot of husbands don't know that their wives hire me.
Charlie is my everything. Will you take the case?
You were alone in a city park at 10 o'clock at night. What if a man were to think you were there with illicit intentions?
But I was.
You're lucky I'm only letting you off with a warning.
You're letting me go?
Go on. Go. Oh, hey, gals. Hi.
Were you able to look at the file for us?
Yes. They found no trace of the kidnapper, and the artist sketch they worked up from your description, it didn't ring any bells.
The getaway plane?
It doesn't seem to be registered.
What about the pram?
The pram is a new high-end item at Eaton's. Only 2 sold. One to the Andersons last week, and another to a man just yesterday. No name given.
He knew which one to buy.
Sounds like he had inside information.
Exactly. Exactly.
Sylvia Frost.
May we have a word? How long have you been working for the Andersons?
Almost a year, since Charlie was born.
The Andersons just bought this pram, right? Who else would know about that?
Anyone who saw it, I guess. I did, obviously.
Strange that the kidnapper knew to buy the exact same pram.
You can't think I had something to do with this. I wouldn't harm a hair on Charlie's head. I love this boy like he's my own.
Oh.
Well, it's time for his nap. Excuse me.
Overly defensive?
Perhaps.
Lady detectives. How novel.
So what brought the Better Baby competition to the airfield yesterday?
Mr. Anderson invited us himself. He's a great supporter of the program.
And who knew about the schedule of events for the day?
My nurses, myself, of course, lots of people. Why do you ask?
The kidnapper's movement suggests that he knew the schedule.
Are you saying this was orchestrated around our attendance?
It's a possibility.
How horrible. All we're interested in is teaching mothers to raise their children. Nutrition, hygiene.
Basic public health.
Precisely. Oh, some of the babies we see, they're riddled with illness. You have no idea. Huh. And we encourage families with a history of illness to stop reproducing. It's not their fault. We have to look out for the future. The contests are an excellent means of getting the word out.
Be funny if it weren't so frightening.
Why don't you look into the nanny's background? I'm going to see what I can find out about the kidnapper's plane.
Hello then. Your bike is fixed.
Thank you.
Where do you learn how to ride?
France. Dispatch rider in the war.
Signal Corps. I didn't know they took too many women.
Not willingly.
Well, thank God that's over. The war, I mean.
Yeah. Listen, I'm trying to figure out who attempted to kidnap your boss's son.
Oh, has he hired you, has he, Anderson?
Well, something like that. I'm looking for a flyboy turned kidnapper.
Well, lots of flyboys come in from out of town for the air shows.
What about the getaway plane?
Out on the tarmac.
Think I can give it a once-over?
Mm-hmm. So this old girl is light, easy to maintain, very popular with the barnstorming set.
So someone from that set is likely the kidnapper.
Yeah, it could be. They're all mostly ex-servicemen lunatics who survived the war. They don't call it the flying circus for nothing.
Is it registered?
No, but the police have been all over it.
That doesn't mean there's nothing left to find.
What are you looking for?
Pilots usually carry a good luck charm, a talisman of some sort.
Yeah.
Oh. This looks like just the thing. Royal Flying Corps, 15 Squadron. Mean anything to you?
Well, a lot of ex-airmen end up barnstorming.
An airman with a thing for angels. It's a bit obvious, but it's a start.
So, do you think you're going to find him?
My card. In case he comes back. Or you need to find me. Don't forget you owe me that thrill ride.
An angel. What's the significance?
Well, nothing, I suspect. It's what's on the back that interests me.
Royal Flying Corps, 15th Squadron. Oh, this is an important clue. We just have to track down who was in the 15th Squadron.
Was being the operative word. That was 3 years ago, and there were an awful lot of men.
Right. So what's the next step?
What bothers me is the timing of the kidnapping. Now, I think the Better Babies competition was used as a distraction.
So the kidnappers must have known that it was there.
Yeah. The question is, were the organizers being duped, or were they in on it?
You know, maybe I could be of some help.
What do you have in mind?
Well, they already know you and Trούντi, so I was thinking maybe I could infiltrate them somehow.
I don't think we need a full-on military operation, but I might have an idea of how we can get you in.
Appreciate this, Bill.
You keep singing for me with that quiet voice on Sundays, and I'll dig up any piece of paper you want.
Find out anything about the nanny?
I snuck a peek at the records. Births, deaths, marriages, just like you asked.
And?
Your nanny is either a phantom or a fake.
What makes you say that?
Sylvia Frost died 30 years ago.
Thanks, Bill.
Funny, I thought they posted a constable here.
Mrs. Anderson!
We're too late. They got Charlie.
I heard a noise. So I came in to check on Charlie, and then somebody came behind me and put a cloth over my face.
But you didn't see who it was?
No.
Cops are on their way.
Charlie's nanny, is she all right?
We suspect that she may be in on the kidnapping.
That's impossible. She would never leave Charlie's side.
We know she's using a false name.
That can't be.
Mira? My child.
Our child.
Stolen from his own bed. How does this happen? Where were you?
Well, the police were supposedly guarding us. Maybe if you had canceled your meeting and been here with us for once.
Mr. Anderson.
Why are you here?
I hired them.
Why would you do that? We don't need you. Please just get out of here.
We're just gonna quit, are we?
Not a chance. Anderson didn't hire us, so he can't exactly fire us.
Exactly. So the nanny's the inside person supplying info to the flyboy.
Which would explain why she's using a fake name. We need to find out who she really is.
Found this in a room.
Williams Photography.
I'm gonna drop by the studio. Maybe they have some information about her.
Okay, in the meantime, I'm gonna track down that barnstormer.
I'm sorry, this club is for aviators only.
Yes, I am an aviator.
No, you are a woman.
Well, can't I be both? Even Amelia Earhart wears the occasional dress.
I'm not interested in a philosophical discussion. Women, even Amelia Earhart, must be escorted.
Sweetheart, whatever took you so long?
I'm sorry, sir. This woman is being difficult. I will have her removed at once.
Absolutely not. Shall we then, my dear?
Thank you, Mr.
Джόρτζ Кράμπтри, at your service.
Thank you for playing along.
Oh, I'm sure you would have made your own way, Miss Drake, eventually. I just saved you some time.
Do you recall taking this?
Who wants to know?
I found in the lining of a secondhand suitcase I bought. I'd like to return it to the owner.
Not many would go to that trouble. Oh, yes, I took this a couple of years ago. A lovely spot near Bolton. Magnificent light. Let me see. There they are. Margie and Tom Hunt.
You're a peach.
Mary Shaw? Is there a Mary Shaw?
Oh, that's me.
Shall we begin with a short examination?
Oh, no, that won't be necessary.
Well, I want to be sure that you and your baby are healthy.
Mrs. Brown-Sherwin, that's quite a long name, by the way. I came because of some things I heard you say at the air show.
You were there?
I was, and I've been thinking quite a lot about all those wonderful, healthy babies.
Wasn't it something? Now, how can I help you?
Yes. Well, I'm a little worried. You see, it's my husband. Well, my husband's side of the family.
Mm-hmm.
They have some traits.
I see. What sort of traits?
Well, there are a few of his folk who have the color blindness, and there are some who are just, well, they're slow.
Oh, dear.
And I'm a little worried that my baby might have something wrong with it, too.
Well, you've done the right thing by coming here, and of course you must bring this child to term. But some advocate more extreme measures, but I don't go that far. Hopefully, this child will be beautiful and healthy in every way.
I hope so, too.
But you do understand the importance of these problems never being passed on.
What would you suggest?
Voluntary sterilization.
Oh, of course. What other choice is there?
Yes.
Have we met before, Mr. Crabtree?
Your picture was in the paper after you saved the Anderson baby.
You're very observant.
Well, you know, I used to be a policeman.
From copper to aviator.
I made a couple of investments here and there over the years. They've done all right. I think you're still on the case.
I am. There's been a new development.
What sort of development?
The kidnapper has struck again. This time they got the baby.
That's horrible. Is there anything I can do?
I'm trying to find the owner of the plane.
It's unregistered, I assume.
Correct.
What about it? There's often some little good luck token that could be found somewhere hidden.
I already found it.
Yes, of course you have. Why am I not surprised?
I was hoping somebody here might own it, or perhaps know who does.
Not in this club. None of this lot have the time of day for those old junkers, but I think I know a place you should try.
I'm looking for a barnstormer. Any idea who this belongs to?
Yeah, it looks like Johnny Angel's. Over there. Start talking to her.
Thank you. Looking for a flyboy.
Aren't we all?
Bartender says you might be able to help me out.
Dean's wrong.
He goes by the name of Johnny Angel.
Hands off, sister. He's mine.
I don't want your boat.
Any gal would want Johnny Angel. He's going to be big one day. And he proposed to me.
So what's your worry?
I said no.
Why is that?
He said he was pulling some big job, and I don't want to marry a criminal. That was 2 days ago. I haven't seen him since.
You haven't gone looking for him?
I'm not the type to go begging. He knows where to find me.
I'm gonna level with you. Johnny's in the soup. He tried to kidnap that rich guy's son.
Where'd you get this?
His plane.
I gave it to him. To keep him safe.
If the police are looking for him, he's not gonna be safe. I can help. I'm a private detective. But you have to tell me where he is.
Millennium Hotel. Room 317.
So he just fell into the hallway?
Just plopped right down. I couldn't believe it.
How is that even possible?
He must have crawled to the door trying to get help and then died up against it.
I'd like to say I feel sorry for him, but he did try to kidnap a child.
So who killed him?
That's what we need to find out. Mary, what did you get?
Well, Mrs. Brown-Sherburne only wants healthy babies.
That's good.
Well, what's not so good is her attitude towards the unborn. She suggested I be sterilized.
That's horrible.
But my point is, I don't think she would harm a living baby. I really don't think she had any part in this kidnapping.
So the contest must have been a diversion. Johnny Angel was working with someone who knew the schedule of the Andersons and of the air show.
Likely the nanny.
Drake Detectives? Flo, we're on our way. Mary, can you
look up the background of the nanny?
Oh. Her name's Margie Hunt.
Margie Hunt.
I only got a sec, ladies.
Oh, don't tempt me, Flo.
Well, I never smoke alone.
Latest body into the morgue. Johnny Angel?
Yeah. Cops are breathing down our necks about him.
Oh, so give us a scoop.
He was a real doozy. 2 bullets, 38s, ripped apart his sternum, burst his heart wide open.
When?
Before he hit the ground, most likely. The damage to his thorax.
Flo, she meant time of death.
That's all? Dull.
Rigor had already passed, so...
Your Mr. Angel expired at least 24 hours before you found him.
24 hours?
That means he was dead before Charlie was kidnapped.
Thanks, Flo.
That's it. That's it.
Coming. Coming.
Oh, I thought you'd never get here.
What's going on?
Did the Andersons receive a ransom demand?
No, and I find that highly suspicious. But I do have the rundown on your nanny, and it is quite the tale.
Go on.
The nanny, Margie Green, she marries a fellow named Tom Hunt 2 years ago. They settle down in Bolton, they buy a house, they start a nice little family, 1 baby.
A baby?
Then tragedy strikes. There's a terrible house fire, and the baby perishes. And after that, everything starts to fall apart. The husband starts drinking, and before long, Margie just disappears.
She becomes Nanny Frost to escape her past. How old was the baby?
10, 11 months.
The same age as Charlie.
You're thinking she misses her baby so much she needs someone else's?
Did the police have any other leads?
They're too busy worrying about who has to tell the Andersons they only have 1 lead.
Which is?
A woman matching the nanny's description was spotted near Caledon.
Caledon, that's a couple 100 square miles of forest and farmlands.
We'll never be able to find her.
Well, the police are already searching, and I will let you know the second they find anything.
Thanks, Mary.
Anytime. It was my pleasure, really.
Okay, so Johnny Angel is the kidnapper from the airfield, but he was found dead before Charlie was taken from the house.
Suggesting the nanny did it on her own.
But who killed him? Mrs. Anderson says the nanny never left Charlie's side.
There had to have been a third party.
Why kill Johnny?
Maybe it was payback for ruining the airport job.
Some guardian angel. Didn't bring him much luck.
There is one other option.
What's that?
Greg Mills, the Andersons' mechanic. He's the only one who saw me get that card from the plane.
He must have thought the card would lead to Johnny.
We need to find him. Looks like he's still here. That's his car.
Jacob! What's your brother doing here?
I figured you guys would be hungry.
I'm starving.
So you guys just sit here?
Till something happens.
When's something gonna happen?
Why do you want to know?
Well, I just thought...
You just thought being a private detective meant all guns and gangsters. Sorry to disappoint you.
Jacob.
Stop! I hope for your sake there's nothing in that box that you don't want me to see.
You've got this wrong.
Where's the baby? Do not hesitate to shoot him.
I'm sure she meant to say if he moves.
Stop! Mrs. Anderson, what the hell is going on? Where's the baby?
Somewhere safe.
Safe from who?
My husband.
Why would your husband want to kidnap his own child?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Please just let me go.
No one is going anywhere until you tell me what's going on.
Just leave her alone. She's trying to protect her son.
From his own father? Why?
Charlie's deaf.
Charlie was born that way. We only found out 2 months ago, and then my husband changed. After that, he wanted less and less to do with his son.
Well, it was so difficult to choose between all these lovely, healthy babies, not a blemish on one.
He couldn't let a defect be passed on to the future generations.
I never thought that you would do something like this.
So he planned the kidnapping at the aerodrome to try to get rid of Charlie?
How'd you figure it out?
Actually, it was you that figured it out. Lucky charm in the kidnapper's plane.
That just led me to Johnny Angel.
Yeah, with the badge on the back. 15 Squadron. Anderson was 15 Squadron's commanding officer. He would have known the kidnapper. He said nothing to the police.
So then it was you who kidnapped Charlie?
No, I told Mrs. Anderson of my concerns, and we realized we had to get Charlie out fast. And the three of us came up with this plan.
Where is he now?
Charlie is with his nanny at the family cottage near Caledon. Caledon.
Problem?
The police told Anderson that they saw the nanny close to there.
He knows where Charlie is.
Girl, you can go faster than 40. Look out! Looks like she's hurt.
Mr. Anderson,
He took Charlie.
Where did Anderson go? The aerodrome.
Stay and help.
I'm coming with you, I know him. That's his plane. He's about to leave.
You take the back, I'll go in the front. Mr. Anderson, I know what you did. And I know why. I'm here for Charlie, so hand him over.
Get out.
The police are on their way here to arrest you.
Or what? Taking an airplane ride with my son?
For murder.
What murder?
You killed Johnny Angel so he couldn't tie you to the kidnapping. The police will find your gun. They're gonna link it back to you.
Even if they did, there's not a jury in the world that would convict me of shooting my child's kidnapper.
Just hand over the baby, and then you can fly off to wherever the hell you want to go.
Listen to her.
You want Charlie? Put the gun down, kick it away.
Now, hand him over, Philip.
For God's sake, Greg. You know me. I'm not a monster. This is for the greater good. A man of your intellect should know that only the strong should survive.
I see a man who isn't living up to his responsibilities as a father.
Don't tell me what I am!
Look at him. He's your son. You're supposed to protect him.
Thanks for not asking. It was simple. I just had to take the shot and I froze. 2 green teas, please.
With sugar, please. So it's happening again.
Why does this keep coming up, Peter?
For the same reason it happened the first time and every time since. I'm deeply troubled by something that happened during the war. So we're just gonna eat chop suey. Are you actually gonna talk about it this time?
People come to me with their problems. They put their faith in me. They think I can fix anything.
Well, why wouldn't they? That's what you do.
Maybe they shouldn't.
Why do you say that?
I don't think that I can be trusted.
Because of what happened during the war? They asked a lot of you, Frankie.
They did, and I let them down.
Who did you let down? Until you face this, it will continue to haunt you.
Someone innocent died because of me. Because of a mistake that I made. I can't.
It's okay. It's okay to start.
Hello, little man.
Oh, this is actually a sign.
Oh, hello. Wow, the girls better watch out. You're gonna go breaking too many hearts.
So, Mira, what are you gonna do now?
I'm gonna take over the aerodrome. And Greg's gonna manage the place.
Can I hold him?
Of course. That sounds like a great idea.
Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, you're so sweet. Look at
The
you.
kids.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
I owe you an apology. I should have trusted you even though you're a redhead. May I make it up to you? Dinner or something? I can cook, vaguely.
So you can fix bikes and cook dinner. That's very impressive.
What do you say?
I'd rather go on that thrill ride you've been promising.
That would be my pleasure.
So lucky. Look at him. Sweet boy. Oh, chicken boy. No. Not gonna happen. No way.
That is a bet.
I don't remember agreeing to any bets.
We made a bet. We are going to follow through with it. If I get this, you're coming with me. Come on. Oh, yes!
No.
Trούντi Clark is going to fly in a plane.
No, Trούντi Clark is going to die in a plane.
You're gonna love it.
We're gonna love it.